Now today we are going to solve some MCQs on surface tension, which are useful for NEET, JEE and MST CET exams. So firstly we solve here the first MCQs, which is based on the surface tension, and which is here. A pin or a needle float on the surface of water. The reason for this is, number one option is surface tension, second one is less weight, third one is upthrust of liquid, and last one is none of the above. What is the correct alternative? Here the needle or the pin that is float on the surface of the water because its weight that is balanced due to the force of surface tension that is acting vertically upward direction, and that's why its correct option is number A, and that is the surface tension. So we shall take here the second MCQs, and it is, if the temperature increases, then surface tension of the liquid. We know here the surface tension of the liquid at any temperature that is given by using this expression. It means here the temperature increases. In this case, obviously here this difference get decreases, and this difference get decreases. It means obviously here this product decreases. It means obviously here the surface tension of liquid also decreases. It means its option is B. Here decreases. Now we shall take here the third one, MCQs. A square frame of side L is deep in a liquid. On taking out, a membrane is formed. If the surface tension of the liquid is T, the force acting on the frame will be. Here it is the square frame whose side is L. So obviously here the perimeter of that frame, that is 4L, but actual length of the frame that is in contact with the here the membrane, that is the 8L. But we know the force due to surface tension, that is here the surface tension of the liquid into length of the object that is actually in contact with the liquid, and that is 8L. So that is equal to 8TL. It means here the option is C, and that is here 8TL. Then here read here the fourth one MCQs. Here the force necessary to pull a circular plate of 5 cm radius from outer surface, for which surface tension is 75 dyne per centimeter each. It means here it is the circular plate that is given, whose radius that is the, it means here this R is equal to 5 centimeter, and here the surface tension of the liquid on which here this disc is placed, and that is T equal to here 75 dynes per centimeter. So what is the correct option? It means we have given to determine here the force necessary to pull here this circular plate. It means we must to apply here the upward force, and that is equal to obviously here the force due to surface tension of the water, that is pull in the downward direction of that plate, and obviously that is that force is the surface tension into here the length of that circular plate that is actually in contact with here the water, and that is the circumference, outer circumference of that plate, and that is 2 pi r. So that is equal to, it is 75 into it is 2 pi into r is 5. So taking product 5 into 2, 10, 10 into 75, that is 750 into pi. It means correct one option is C, and that is equal to 750 pi dynes. Then here the fifth MCQs. A thin metal disc of radius r float on outer surface and bends the surface downwards along the perimeter, making an angle theta with vertical edge of the disc. If disc displays a weight of outer W and surface tension of outer is T, then weight of metal disc is. Now consider here it is the metal disc that is placed on the surface of the outer. In this case, that metal disc depressed down, and during this here this metal disc displays here the outer whose weight, that is the W, and so obviously that is equal to the upthrust, means upthrust exerted on the disc, that is equal to W. It means that is the weight of the outer displaced by that disc. But here the force due to surface tension acting on that disc in the upward direction, that is obviously along tangent to here the liquid surface at here the point of contact of the disc. Here it is the vertical plane of the disc, so it is the angle of contact. So here the force due to surface tension, that is here T into here the length of this circumference of the disc, that is 2 pi r. But here this is the vertical component and this is adjacent the angle, so it is T into 2 pi r cos theta. It is the force acting on the disc in the upward direction due to the surface tension, and also at the same time here this disc displays the outer. It means there is upthrust exerted on that disc, and that is equal to weight of the outer that is displaced by that disc. So obviously here the total upward force exerted on that disc, that is obviously sum of the force due to surface tension, that is 2 pi r cos theta into T, plus here the upthrust means W. It means here obviously here the total upward force acting on here the disc, that is 2 pi r T cos theta into W. It means here option is C. Then we shall take here the 6th MCQs. A 10 centimeter long wire is placed horizontally on the surface of outer and is gently pulled up with a force. It means it is the force due to surface tension is given here, that is F equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter square. Sorry, it is the force, not surface tension. To keep the wire in equilibrium, the surface tension in Newton per meter of the outer is. Here length of the wire is also given, L is equal to 10 centimeter. So it is in meter, obviously 0.1 meter. So obviously here the surface tension of the outer, that is the force per unit length. But actually length of the wire which is actually in contact with the outer, that is the 2L. So is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 2 divided by 2 into 0.1. To get cancelled, it means it is 10 raised to minus 1. It means that is equal to 10 raised to minus 1. It means that is equal to 0.1. It means here it is the surface tension of the outer in SI unit, means Newton per meter. It means its option is A, that is 0.1. Then here the 7th MCQs. A soap film of surface tension is given here 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter, form in a rectangular frame can support a straw. The length of the film is given here 10 centimeter. The mass of the straw of the film can support is. You know, here the straw that is float on the surface of the water, or here the weight of the straw that is supported by here the surface of the water, it means weight that is balanced due to a soap film of surface tension 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. It means here the surface tension of the soap film is given, that is T is equal to here 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Form in a rectangular frame can support a straw. The length of film is 10 centimeter. Here the length of the film is given, that is 10 centimeter. It means it is in meter, or here the mass of the straw the film can support is. It means here given to determine here the mass of the straw, that straw support the film. It means here this film support the straw. It means weight of the straw that is balanced due to force of the surface tension. Here the weight of the straw that is now consider here the mg, and that is equal to force due to surface tension, that is T, into here this twice L, it is the length that is in contact with the film. It means it is the length of the straw. So here it is also written as m is equal to T into 2L divided by G, and that is equal to T here 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 into here this twice L, that is 10, right, it is in Newton per centimeter. It means that is equal to 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 into 10 raised to 5, and meter that is equal to 10 raised to 2. It means here this 10 raised to 3 remain here. It means that is equal to 30 dyne per centimeter. It means here 30 into here this 2 into 10 divided by 9.8. Here it is approximately equal to 10. It means 30 into 2, that is equal to 60. Sorry, here it is the convert here Newton into meter, so we get 10 raised to 5 dyne, and meter into centimeter, that is 10 raised to 2. So it remain here 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 3, and here this minus 2. It means 30 dyne per centimeter. It here the 30 to as it is 10, and acceleration due to gravity in CGS unit, that is 980. So here this 0 get cancelled. It is approximately equal to 100. So here again here it remains simply 10. 3 into 6 divided by 10 means it is the approximate answer, and that is equal to here 0.6 centimeter. It means here the approximate answer, that is the B, and that is 0.6 centimeter. It means option 1 is B. Then take here the MCQs. The force required to separate two glass plates of area 10 raised to minus 2 meter square with a film of water 0.05 millimeter thick between them is, here the surface tension of the water is given. It means here the two glass plates in which here the soap film is formed, water film is formed, and here given to determine here the force required to separate these two plates. And we know here the force required to separate these two plates, that is given by using the expression 2Ta divided by T, and that is equal to here this 2, here the surface tension given here 70 into 10 raised to minus 3 into area of the plate is also given 10 raised to minus 2 divided by here the film thickness of the film is given, that is 0.05 millimeter. So it is converted into meter, so we get 10 raised to minus 3. 10 raised to minus 3 get cancelled. It means again here this 5 into, we can write 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 2 also get cancelled. It means simply remain here 5. It means we get 140 divided by 5, and that is equal to, here this 5 to the 10, simply remain 40, and 5 8s are 40. It means 28 Newton. It means here the option is A. Then we shall take here the MCQs on the surface energy. See here the formulae, those are related to the surface energy. It means here the work done due to increasing the surface area of the liquid, that is given by using this formula. W is equal to T into increase in surface area. Work done in the process of splitting liquid drop or the soap bubble or merging droplets into the single drop, that is given by using this formula. Here W equal to 4 pi r square in bracket n raised to 1/3 minus 1. Again here relation between here the radius of the drop and here the radius of the bubble also given there. R is equal to n raised to 1/3 into small r. Here the rise or fall of the temperature of liquid is given by using this expression. Here the height from which drop must be fall to form the required number of the droplets, that is given by using this expression. And in case of the process of here the merging the droplets, here the big drop acquire the velocity, and thus such velocity acquired by the liquid drop, that is given by using this expression. So we shall take here the first MCQs on the surface energy. Two droplets merge with each other and form a single large droplet. In this process, what happens? Number one, energy is liberated. Second one is energy is absorbed. Third one is neither liberated nor absorbed energy. And last one is the some mass is converted into energy. Which one is the correct option? Here the two droplets, those are merged to form the single drop. In this process, here the surface area decreases. Here the surface area decreases, it means here work is done by the force of surface tension. It means in this case, work is done by the force of surface tension. It means what happens here? Obviously here the energy is released here. It means in this process here the energy is released. Means option A1 is correct, energy released or liberated. Then second MCQs. A drop of liquid of diameter 2.8 millimeter breaks up into 125 identical drops. The change in energy is nearly, surface tension of the liquid is given here. Here the diameter given, it means here the radius of here the liquid drop, that is 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 3, or right is in CGS unit 10 raised to minus 1 centimeter. Here surface tension given here, T is equal to here this 75 dyne per centimeter. And here given to determine change in energy. Change in energy, it means here the work done required for this process. Here this work done, that is equal to here T into, it is the liquid drop, it means 4 pi r square in bracket n raised to 1/3 minus 1. And that is equal to it is 75 into 4 pi, here r is given here 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 1 square into here 125 raised to 1/3 minus 1, and that is equal to here 75 into here this 4 pi into here it is 1.4 square into 10 raised to minus 2 into here we get here its cube root is 5 minus 1, it means it is the 4. So by calculating this approximately here the answer we get 74 arcs. It means option 1 is D. Then here third MCQs, if the two identical mercury drops are combined to form a single drop, then its temperature will. It means here in this process here the two drops, those are combined to form a single drop. It means in this process here the surface area decreases, and when the surface area decreases, it means here work is done due to the force of surface tension. It means in this process here energy is released, or either here the such released energy that is absorbed by the single drop and that is converted in the form of heat energy. It means here the temperature of the drop will increases. It means here the option is B, increases. Then here the fourth one MCQs. What is the ratio of surface energy of one small drop and one large drop if 1000 small drops combine to form a one large drop? It means here the number of drops are given here 1000, and here given to determine ratio of surface energy of one small drop. Here the surface energy of one small drop, that is now consider SE1 or simply now consider S1, and here the large drop, that is S2, and that is equal to, it is T into 4 pi r square divided by, it is T into 4 pi capital R square. Here T get cancelled, 4 pi also get cancelled. It means it is equal to, we get r small r divided by capital R square. But you know relation between them, that is capital R is equal to n raised to 1/3 into small r. It means here this small r divided by capital R, that is equal to n raised to -1/3. So taking square, r divided by capital R square, that is equal to n raised to -2/3, and that is equal to 1000. 1000 can be written as 10 raised to 3 raised to -2/3. It means that is equal to 3 get cancelled. It means 10 raised to simply remain -2. It means it is 1 divided by 100. It means its option is last here, D. That is equal to 1 divided by 1000. Then we shall take here the fifth MCQs. 8000 identical water drops are combined to form a big drop. Then ratio of the final surface energy to the initial surface energy of all drops together is. It means here the final surface energy, that is now consider S2, and here the initial surface energy, that is S1, and that is equal to, here there are the 8000 identical water drops, those are combined to form a big drop. It means there is a final drop is a single big drop, so its surface energy, that is 4 pi r square into T, and here the surface energy of the single small drop, that is 4 pi r square into T, but there are n number of identical droplets, so we get this expression. So it is equal to, we can write here this r divided by small r raised to 2 into 1 by n. So it is written as n raised to 1/3 into 1 divided by n. So it is equal to here, sorry, it is raised to 2. So here n raised to 2/3, and here by taking this numerator, so we get -1. So it is equal to here this n raised to -1/3, and that is equal to here this 8000. 8000 can be written as 8 into 10 raised to 3 raised to minus 1 by 3, and so is equal to, here this 3 again get cancelled. It means it simply remain 8 raised to minus 1. 8 raised to minus 1, it means, sorry, calculate again. Here this r divided by small r square into 1 by n as it is, so is equal to, here this capital R by small r, that is equal to n raised to 1 by 3. So n raised to 2 by 3 we get. Oh, it is correct. And taking in numerator, so we get minus 1. It means it is equal to minus 1 divided by 3. So it is equal to, here n, that is 8 into 10 raised to, here this 3 raised to minus 1 by 3. Identical order drops are combined to form a big drop. Then ratio of final surface energy to the initial surface energy of all drops together is n into 4 pi r square into t. Correct. It is correct. Raised to 2 as it is into 1 by n. So 2 by 3. Taking numerator minus 1. So n raised to minus 1 divided by 3. 2 minus 1 means minus 1 by 3. That is equal to 8 into 10 raised to 3 raised to minus 1 by 3. That is 8 raised to minus 1. Then we shall solve here this MCQs later. Then we shall take here the MCQ, sixth one MCQs. Radius of the soap bubble is increased from R to twice R. Work done in this process in terms of surface tension is. Here radius of the soap bubble increases from, it means soap bubble get blowing. And in this process here this work done, that is given by using expression 8 pi t in bracket r2 square minus r1 square, and that is equal to 8 pi t in bracket here r2, that is equal to twice r, and its square obviously 4r square minus r1 is capital R and its square is r, and that is equal to this 3r square. 3r square, it means 8 pi t into 3r square, and that is equal to 8 3s are 24. 24 pi r square t. It means option is A. And then we shall take here this seventh MCQs. If two soap bubbles of equal radii are coalesce, then radius of curvature of interface between the two bubbles will be. We have seen, now consider here the two soap bubbles, those are formed in contact with each other. In this case here the radius of, now consider here radius of first bubble R1, second R2, and both are same. R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R. And we have given to determine here the radius of common interface. We know here the radius of the common interface, that is given by R is equal to R1 R2 divided by R2 minus R1. But here this R1 and R2 are equal, so it is equal to, we get R1 R2 divided by 0. It means it is equal to infinity. It means option 1 is D. Then 8th MCQs. A large number of water drops, each of radius small r, combined to have a drop of radius capital R. If surface tension is T and the mechanical equivalent of heat is J, then rise in temperature will be. We have seen here the large number of the water droplets, those are combined to form a single drop. In this case here the temperature increases, and such increase in temperature, that is given by using expression 3T divided by J rho Cr or J rho C in bracket 1 divided by small r minus 1 divided by capital R. But here those are the drops of the water, and for here the water, here this density that is 1 and specific heat capacity of the water is also 1. It means in this case we get rising temperature 3T divided by J in bracket 1 divided by R minus 1 divided by capital R. It means option 1 is C. Then we shall take here this 9th MCQs. Energy required to form a soap bubble of diameter 20 centimeter will be, surface tension of the soap solution is given here. Here the diameter of the soap bubble is given. It means radius that is the 10 centimeter. Surface tension that is also given. T is equal to 30 dyne per centimeter. And here given to energy required to form such soap bubble. We have seen here the energy required to form the soap bubble, that is 8 pi r square into T. And that is equal to 8 pi into r is here 10, its square into T is 30. It means it is equal to 8 3 is 24, and here 10 raised to 2 and this 0, it means 10 raised to 3. It means we get 30 into here this pi. It means 24,000 pi arcs. It is the correct option. It means option is D. Then take the 10th MCQs. If the work done in blowing a bubble of volume V is W. Here the volume of the bubble is given. Here this V1 is equal to V, and during this process here this work done is W. Then work done in blowing the bubble of volume 2V. It means V2 is equal to twice V from the same soap solution will be. It means here given to determine here the work required in blowing the bubble having the double volume. Here the same soap solution that is used in this process. We know here this work done that is equal to given by using this expression 8 pi r square into T. Solution is same. It means surface tension is same for both soap bubbles. So work done that is directly proportional to square of radius. So here this obviously W1 divided by W2 that is equal to here this R1 divided by R2 square. But here the we know volume of the bubble that is 4 by 3 pi r cube. It means volume that is directly proportional to r cube. It means R that is directly proportional to V raised to 1 divided by 3. It means here this R square that is directly proportional to V raised to 2 by 3. It means here W1 divided by W2 that is equal to here V1 divided by V2 raised to 2 by 3, and that is equal to, it is V, it is twice V raised to 2 by 3, and that is equal to here 1 divided by 2 raised to 2 by 3. It means it is 1 divided by cube root of 4. It is W1 by W2. But here W2 that is equal to cube root of 4 W1. It means here the option 1 is D. We shall take here the next MCQs. A drop of water breaks into two droplets of equal size. In this process, which of the following statement is correct? Number A, sum of temperature of two droplets together is equal to the original temperature of the drop. In this process here the temperature gets changed. It means it is not correct option. Sum of masses of two droplets is equal to original mass of the drop. So obviously according to law of conservation of the mass, obviously here the second one option is correct. But read here the third one option. Sum of the radii of two droplets is equal to radius of the original drop. It is wrong. Sum of the surface areas of two droplets is equal to the surface area of the original drop. So it is also the wrong. It means here the option B is correct. Then we shall take here these 12th MCQs. A soap bubble of radius r is blown. After heating the solution, a second bubble of radius twice r is blown. The work required to blow second bubble in comparison to that required for the first bubble. Now consider work done for the second bubble is W2 and for first bubble is W1, and that is equal to, it is bubble, it means it is equal to 8 pi r square t, but here second bubble having the radius twice r, it means twice r square into t, and here it is 8 pi r square into t. So it is equal to, by solving this we get 4. It means here W2 is equal to 4 W1. But here this second bubble that is formed after heating. It means in this case here the temperature of the second bubble get increases. And due to increasing here the temperature, obviously surface tension get decreases. It means obviously work done that is proportional to the surface tension. It means work done slightly get decreases. It means here this work done required for the second bubble that is slightly less than the 4 times the work required for the first bubble. It means here the option 1, C1 is correct, slightly less than 4 times. It means this is the correct option. Then we shall take here some MCQs on angle of contact. Here the first MCQs. The meniscus of mercury in capillary tube is number 1 option convex, second one concave, third one plane, and last one is the uncertain. Here the mercury that is comes in contact with the capillary is made by the glass material. In this case mercury does not wet the glass surface, so it forms the obtuse angle of contact. So obviously in this case here the mercury surface in contact with the glass that is obviously convex upward. It means option A1 is correct, convex. Then second one MCQs. When temperature is increased, the angle of contact of the liquid. Due to increasing the temperature, here the surface tension get decreases. And the relation between angle of contact and surface tension. Here this T is equal to H R rho G divided by 2 cos theta. It means here this T is inversely proportional to cos theta. It means that is proportional to theta. It means with increasing temperature, surface tension decreases. It means obviously angle of contact also decreases. It means option B is correct. It means it decreases. Then we shall take here this third one MCQs. If a water drop is kept between two glass plates, then its shape is, water comes in contact with the glass. In this case it forms the acute angle. It means obviously what is the shape of here the water film in between such two glass plates. Obviously here the option C1 is correct. Then here the fourth, a false statement is angle of contact that is less than 90 degree, it means that is the acute angle. In this process obviously adhesive force is greater than the cohesive force, it means here first one option is correct. Second, angle of contact that is greater than 90 degree, so obviously in this process here the cohesive force is greater than the adhesive force. See, angle of contact that is greater than 90, in this process cohesive force that is equal to the adhesive force. And last option, if the radius of the capillary is reduced to half, then rise of liquid column becomes 4 times. C1 option is also correct. In this process here the cohesive and adhesive forces both are equal or greater than, it means here option D1 is wrong. Then we shall take here the MCQs based on the excess pressure. Here some important formula related to the excess pressure. Take here the first MCQs. When two soap bubbles of radii R1 and R2, here R2 is greater than R1, coalesce, the radius of curvature of common surface is. We have seen here this radius of the common surface that is given by using expression here, this R1 into R2 divided by R2 minus R1, it means option C1 is correct. Second MCQs, the excess pressure due to the surface tension in spherical liquid drop of radius R is directly proportional to. We have seen the expression for excess pressure inside the liquid drop that is equal to twice T by R. Here surface tension is constant. It means that is inversely proportional to R. It means that is proportional to R raised to minus 1. It means option C1 is correct. Then fourth MCQs. The radii of two soap bubbles are R1 and R2 in isothermal condition to meet together in vacuum, then radius of resultant bubble is given by. Here the two soap bubbles, those are combined to form a single bubble. In this case we have seen here the radius of the single bubble that is given by using this expression if this process takes place in vacuum. It means squaring on both sides we get R square that is equal to R1 square plus R2 square. It means here the option C1 is correct. Then we shall take here the fifth MCQs. A spherical drop of water has radius 1 meter. If surface tension of the water is 70 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton per meter, the difference of pressure between inside and outside of the spherical drop is, it is the drop. So here this difference means here the excess pressure, and that is equal to, it is drop, it means that is twice T by R, and that is equal to 2 into, here T is given 70 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by R is given 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. 10 raised to minus 3 get cancelled. It means it is 140 Newton per meter square. It means option C1 is correct. Sixth MCQs. Two soap bubbles of radii R1 and R2 equal to 4 cm and 5 cm are touching each other over a common surface S1 and S2 shown in this figure. Its radius will be, you know the radius of the common interface when the two soap bubbles those are formed in contact is given by using this expression, and that is equal to R1 is given, that is 4, R2 that is 5 divided by 5 minus 4, and that is equal to 20 divided by 1. It means that is equal to 20 centimeter. It means option B1 is correct. Then we shall take here the 7th MCQs. Pressure inside small air bubble of radius 0.1 millimeter situated just below the surface of water will be, here given surface tension of water and atmospheric pressure also given here, and here the pressure inside given to determine pressure inside the air bubble. Here the pressure inside the air bubble that is given by atmospheric pressure plus twice T by R, because air bubble has a single free surface in contact with air. So that's why here the excess pressure that is given by twice T by R. So here the pressure inside that air bubble, that is atmospheric pressure plus excess pressure, and that is it is 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 plus twice into surface tension, that is 70 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by R is given here 0.1 into 10 raised to minus 4, and therefore 10 raised to minus 3, and therefore it is 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 plus it is 140 into, here it is 10 raised to minus 4, but shifting it numerator we get 10 raised to 1, and that is equal to 1.013 into 10 raised to 5 plus it is 140 into 10. It means put here 10 raised to 5 common, that's why we must to shift here the decimal left. So we get 0.014 into 10 raised to 5, and therefore is equal to, we get it is 1.027 into 10 raised to 5 Pascal, or here Newton per meter square. It means here option C1 is correct. Then 8th MCQs. A soap bubble is blown with the help of a mechanical pump at the mouth of a tube. The pump processes a certain increase per minute in the volume of the bubble, irrespective of its internal process. The graph between pressure inside the soap bubble and time t will be. You know, pressure inside the soap bubble that is given by using this expression 4T divided by R. It means inside pressure that is inversely proportional to R, but you know radius of the bubble that is increases with directly proportional to time. So here this Pi that is inversely proportional to T, it means here this product Pi into T that is constant. So obviously here the nature of this graph that is hyperbolic, it means option C1 is correct. Pi versus T, it means graph is like this. Here the third one option is correct. Then 9th MCQs. The excess pressure inside a soap bubble is 3 times that of the other bubble. Now consider here the first bubble whose excess pressure that is del P1, and second bubble whose excess pressure that is del P2, that is equal to 3. But you know here this excess pressure that is inversely proportional to the radius of that bubble. It means that is R2 divided by R1. It means here this R2 divided by R1 that is equal to 1 by 3. Then here given to determine ratio of their volumes. We know here this volume that is proportional to R cube. It means here this V1 divided by V2 that is equal to R1 divided by R2 cube, and that is equal to 1 by 3 cube, and that is equal to 1 by 27. It means option C1 is correct. Then we shall take here the 10th MCQs. A bubble of 8 millimeter diameter is formed in air. It means radius is 4 millimeter. The surface tension of soap solution is 39 per centimeter. Then given to determine excess pressure inside the bubble. Here obviously excess pressure, that is del P, that is equal to Pi minus Po, that is equal to 4T divided by R, and that is equal to, here this 4 into T is 30 divided by R, that is 4 into 10 raised to minus 1. It means obviously solving this we get it is 300 dynes per centimeter square. It means option B is correct. Then we shall take here some MCQs. Those are based on the capillary action. There are some important formulae related to the capillary action. Then we shall take here the first MCQs. Due to capillary action, liquid will rise in a tube if angle of contact is. We know here the liquid which weight completely the solid which rises inside that tube. Or in other words, here the rise of the liquid that is given by using this formula. Here this liquid rises, it means it is positive. It means cos theta is positive. And when cos theta is positive, it means it is less than 90 degree. It means here the angle of contact, that is the acute, means option A1 is correct. Acute angle, it forms the acute angle. Then we shall take here the second MCQs. Two capillaries made of same material but of different radii are dipped in liquid. The rise of liquid in one capillary is 2.2 centimeter, and that in the other, that is 6.6 centimeter. H1 is 2.2, H2 is 6.6, and are given to determine ratio of their radii. We know here this HR, that is remains constant. So here this R1 divided by R2, that is equal to H2 divided by N1 and H1, and it is 6.6 and it is 2.2. So solving this or calculating this, we get it is 3 by 1. It means option C is correct. It is of the second MCQs. Then we shall take here the third MCQs. A capillary tube, when immersed vertically in a liquid, records a rise of 3 centimeter. If tube is immersed in the liquid at an angle of 60 degree with vertical, length of the liquid column along the tube is. When the glass capillary that is vertically dipped in a liquid, in this case here the rise of the liquid, that is 3 centimeter, but it is tilted through the angle 60 degree. In this case we know here the rise of the liquid remains same, simply length of the liquid inside that capillary tube increases, and that length is given by using this expression h divided by cos alpha, and that is equal to h is given here 3 and here cos 60 degree, and that is equal to 3 divided by 1 by 2. It means it is equal to 6 centimeter. It means option B1 is correct. In a capillary tube, water rises by a 2.2 millimeter the height of water that will rise in another capillary tube having the half the radius of the first is here the radius of the another capillary tube is given, that is half the radius of the first. It means here given R1 by R2, that is equal to 2, and here given to determine rise of liquid in the second capillary. So H2 divided by H1, that is equal to R2 divided by R1, and that is equal to 2. It means H2 equal to twice H1, and that is equal to here this twice into 1.2, and that is equal to obviously 2.4 millimeter. It means option B1 is correct. Then here the fifth MCQs. Correct curve between height or depression of liquid in a capillary tube and its radius. We know here this HR, this product remains constant for given pair of liquid and capillary. It means here this product is constant, it means nature of the curve is obviously like the hyperbola. It means option D1 is correct. Then we shall take here the 6 MCQs. When a capillary tube is dipped in a water, it rises up to 8 centimeter in the tube. What happens when the tube is pushed down such that its end is only 5 centimeter above the outside water level? It means this tube becomes the shorter, so it has a insufficient length to rise the water. So in this case what happens? We have seen in this case, if the tube having the insufficient length, in this case we have seen water rises up to the topmost of the that glass capillary tube, and thereafter radius of the capillary tube adjusted, because we have seen this product that remains constant, and that is 2T divided by rho g. It means in this process what is the correct option? Here radius of meniscus increases and therefore water does not overflow. Second one, radius of meniscus decreases and therefore water does not overflow. Water forms the droplets on the top of the tube but does not overflow, and water start overflowing. It means here option A1 is correct, because radius of the meniscus increases and therefore water does not overflow. It means option A1 is correct here. Then 7th MCQs. Height up to which water will rise in a capillary tube will be maximum when water temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. We know rise or the height, that is directly proportional to the surface tension, and we know here this surface tension, that is inversely proportional to temperature. It means rise, that is also inversely proportional to temperature. It means this rise is maximum at the lower temperature and it is minimum at the higher temperature. It means here the first option is wrong. Here the second, it has a possibility, and third has also the possibility. And here the last one option is same at all temperatures. It means it is not correct option. There are only the two possibility option, either B or C. But water has a maximum volume at the temperature 4 degrees Celsius, and that's why here the C option, that is the most correct. It means option C is most correct. Here 8th MCQs. Water rises to a height of 10 centimeter in a capillary tube and mercury falls to depth of 3.12 centimeter in the same capillary tube. If the density of the mercury is 13.6 and angle of contact for mercury is 135 degrees Celsius, then ratio of surface tension of water and mercury is. We know surface tension is given by using this expression. Here T equal to here this H rho Rg divided by 2 cos theta. Here this same capillary tube is used. It means here R is constant, G is also constant, It means here this ratio of the surface tension, that is T1 divided by T2, that is equal to H1 divided by H2 into rho 1 divided by rho 2 into cos theta 2 divided by cos theta 1, and that is equal to here H1. H1 is 10. It is 3.112 into density of water is 1. It's 13.6 into it is cos 135 degree Celsius and it degree, and here it is the cos 0 degree. So it is equal to 10, or simply write here this 1 divided by 3.112 into 1.36, because here this 10 get cancelled, so decimal is shifted to left, and it is written as by using the expression here this cos, here this 180 minus theta, that is equal to minus cos theta. It means it is the cos minus cos, here this distance is in negative, it means minus cos 45 degree divided by it is 1, and minus cos 45, here minus minus get cancelled, here the value of cos 45, that is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2, it means it is equal to, we get 1 divided by 3.112 into 1.36 into here this is 1.414, here value of root 2. So calculating this, it is 3, and it is approximately, now consider here the 1.5, so it is, we get 4.5, and 4.5 into here it is approximately equal take equal to here this 1.4 or 1.5, so we get here this 7.5. It means nearest answer of this question, that is here this 1 by 6. It means it is equal to 1 by 6. It means option C1 is correct. Here angle of contact between glass and water is 0, and it rises in a capillary up to 6 cm when its surface tension is 70 dyne per centimeter. Another liquid of surface tension 140 dyne per centimeter. The angle of contact is 60 and relative density will be 2 will rise in the same capillary tube by. It means here we have given to determine rise of liquid in the another capillary tube. We know here the rise of the liquid, that is given by using this expression 2t cos theta divided by here r rho g. Therefore here H2 divided by H1, that is equal to, here given, here the first liquid is water, and here the second liquid another liquid, means there are the two liquids, and but here the same capillary tube is used. It means here R is constant, here again G is constant. It means we get it is T1 divided by T2 into rho 2 divided by rho 1 into cos T2 divided by T1 into rho 1 divided by rho 2, and here it is cos theta 2 divided by cos theta 1, because it is proportional to cos theta. So it is equal to, it is 140, it is 70, its density of the water is 1, it's 2 into here this cos, here given angle of contact 60 degree divided by cos 0. It means it is equal to 140 divided by 70 into here this 1 by 2 into its value is value of cos 60. Here the cos 60 is 1 by 2 and cos 0 is 1. So we get here, it means is equal to 1 by 2. H2 is equal to 1 by 2. So here this H2 is equal to 1 by 2 H1, and H1 is given here 6 divided by 2. It means that is equal to 3 centimeter. It means option is C. The diameter of raindrop is 0.02 centimeter. If surface tension of water is given here, then pressure difference of external and internal. Here raindrop is given here. Here the raindrop, that is spherical in shape. So here that is excess pressure, that is 2T divided by R, and that is 2 into 72 into 10 raised to minus 3 divided by r is given here. Diameter is given 0.01 into 10 raised to minus 2. So this is equal to, it is 144 into it is 10 raised to minus 4. Shifting in numerator, so we get it is 10. So it is 1440 here Newton per meter square. So it is written as 1.44 into 10 raised to 3 Newton per meter square. So here this option is not given here. So write in CGS unit. So it is written as 1.44 into 10 raised to 3. Convert Newton into dyne, it is 10 raised to 5. And here this meter into centimeter, that is 10 raised to 2 raised to 2 means 10 raised to 4. So it is equal to, we get 1.44 into 10 raised to 4 here dyne per centimeter square. It means here the option A1 is correct. Then we shall take here the MCQs on the effect of temperature on the surface tension. Of surface tension with temperature over the small temperature range for the water. We have seen for the small temperature range, here the relation between surface tension and temperature, it means rate of change of surface tension of water with temperature, that is equal to minus alpha, here this T suffix 0. Here this alpha is temperature coefficient of water and T suffix 0 is the surface tension of water at 0 degree Celsius. Both are remains constant. It means this ratio is constant but negative. It means here the graph between them is having the constant slope, but that slope is negative. So this relation we get like this. It means option B1 is correct. Thank you.